Play fake as they set up to throw.
This one into the hands of Harris on the crossing route.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll look to throw here on first down. That one complete to Anderson. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This one taken just inside.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A dump off this time for Andrews. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Second and 4. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Ravens are able to strike.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going long here for Wallace. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Cup 19.
They're going to look to throw. Ooh, with a juke. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to pound it in with Andrews. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Dragon 60.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Check it. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw again.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position when that drive starts.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Steps away. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
That'll be complete to Sermon.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And they'll run with Sermon.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Sermon
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback.
He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. But he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
From the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy, not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll send the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw, sliding out of the pocket. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Looking to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Let's go. Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready, go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Warriors 70.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
He'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Mustang 19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown 49ers. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Niners get a bit closer.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, Smash, 79 Broncos.
Showing up.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
They'll try and run the option left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look,
We can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Jamison Williams,
73 yards.
and the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
3 quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught at the 1. And in for the Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Ravens are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good-looking return setup here. Odell Beckham Jr. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, a little risk, a little trickeration on that return, but hey, the payoff, a touchdown.
And because this is the NFL, no band on the field, no trombone guy getting trampled going into the end zone. But how about how they got it done and turned it into a touchdown?
And that's one of those things where if that's a fumble on a lateral, the coach is angry. But if it works and you get in the end zone, it's a pat on the back, right?
It's something you have to do. You got to try it, try and get it done, and make sure you give yourself every chance to find a way to score.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
It's caught at the 1, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Oh, he fakes the spike. Being chased out left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. He's airing it out for Williams. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jalen Waddle, a 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you. And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
60 Bison.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go. Viking 18. Crackle 80.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
70 Ranger.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Niners are right back in this football game. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
60 Bobcats.
They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
David Ajabo in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
36.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 2nd and 14. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Just keeping the play alive. That is caught. Their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Rolling to his right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Dragon 60.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going long here for Wallace.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this